Welcome back. We are starting a new set as Hojo Tokimune of Japan. It's been Hojo was probably one of the earliest leaders I played with, along with Trehan. Um, and I don't think I've ever played him since the first couple of times I played him. And um, over the years, after knowing how more about the game and how the game is played, I want to revisit Hojo and see if we can have an interesting game with him. Let's talk about his abilities. The main Japanese ability is the Meiji Restoration, which pretty much gives you extra adjacency or to districts. So instead of a 2 for 1 for district adjacency, it's actually 1 for 1 with Japan. The Divine Wind is Hojo's ability, where land units and naval units get a combat bonus for being on the coast and shallow water tiles. Besides that, encampments, holy sites, and theater squares get a discount to construction. And there is this whole hurricane mechanic, which I think it's not that great. But yeah, but units don't get any damage from hurricanes, and saves at war with Japan. Their units suffer 100% damage in hurricanes. The samurai is a very strong unit. It's a replacement for the man at arms and will be very useful in battle if we have like a medieval era war. The electronics factory is an okay building. It's a replacement for a normal factory. The important thing is it gives you culture after electricity. Situational, but in an empire where you will have a good amount of industrial zones, it will be a good building to have. Um, just talking about what where Japan excels. There is, I would say, a slight bend towards holy like religion and culture, simply for the benefit it gets, the discount that we get for building it. Encampments too, which means having a war game or a military bent game is not off the table. We'll definitely see if we can make something work. But practically speaking, all victory types will be on the table for a game with Japan. There is no lean towards one specific kind of victory. As usual, the this will be a DT game, standard game speed, but instead of continents, I'm going to pick small continents and standard map, and I'm going to play with all three game modes that I like. Societies is on, Barbarian clans is on, and Monopolies and corporations is on. Basically, because I don't know what kind of a game this is going to be, having all three on will just keep all options on the table. Um, since we are playing Barbarian clans, I'm going to start with only 6 city states. Um, and I think that's a good balance. Those clans will develop into city states. So at the end of the game, we'll probably have like 20 odd city states in the game. Um, I do want to play a low sea level map on small continents. It will create some interesting land masses. And because of the extra land, I'm going to add an extra AI player. So this is going to be like a 7 civ situation. The I've pretty much most of my games that I've played recently have been abundant resources and legendary starts. I think I still want to play legendary start, but I want to try with sparse resources. Just something because with Japan, you want tight, closed districts. And with abundant resources, it just creates a little bit of chaos trying to place things down. So I'm going to try and see what this combination gives. Um, we're going to play a wet map, just more interesting than a dry map. The only time I'll play a dry map is if I'm playing Mali or Nubia or any of the desert biased civs. But besides that, wet is fine. Um, and that's good, I think. Question is, do I want to pick specific civs I want to play against? Answer is yes. I definitely want. Um, so out of the eight that this AI civs, I want three of them to be definitely sea based. So Dido, we already had a game with Dido in the game. So let's see. Anybody else sea based that we could use? Harald, we already played him. Maori, no. Let's play Netherlands. One. Let's see, who else? Theodora, maybe? Theodora can be interesting. I'll pick her. And third. Yeah, England. Victoria. Age of Steam. Do you want a fourth one that has a sea bias? Let's see. France, Gaul, Germany, Indonesia, maybe. I had the Norway game in which I had Indonesia, Portugal, Phoenicia, and maybe I want to. Yeah, it's not fun playing against the same kinds of civs again and again. Anybody else who has a coupe? Maybe. Actually, hold on. Instead of coupe, let me pick Suleiman. If coupe spawns among one of these four, that's fine. But like, there is no specific coastal bent, but every one of them has a unique coastal, and I think that's a good theme. And these four can be anything. Um, yeah, I think that's good. Let's see how the map looks like.